Hello. Right, we're coming to another dumbbell workout. You need two dumbbells. You can either do it with one set of weights for the whole thing or lighter and heavier when we move to legs. Up to you. We're going to warm up. It's quite simple. We're going to do 3 rounds. The last move, there's always going to be a slight variation, and we finish with a 2-minute finisher before we stretch. And we are done. Let's warm up. Make sure you've got space. Make sure you've got water. Pause if you have not. Make sure you've got some dumbbells. And then let's move. Just move your feet a little bit and just warm up the shoulders. So just give a few circles round and back. I'm actually really excited for this workout. So the warm up, we're going to do 3 rounds, 20 seconds each exercise. Just basically starting by mobilizing, warming up, and just moving the feet literally just start elevating the heart rate a little bit so we're not just standing dead still. And then for alternating side bends, you're going to reach up and across and then switch sides. And then keep on switching. You have a bent arm, you have a straight arm, whichever you want. You're just looking to feel a little bit of a stretch into the side body and into your lats here. And just warming up through the spine. Yeah, perfect. Open and close the chest. You're just going to swing the arms forward and back. So we'll be working the chest and the back in this. We're working pretty much the whole body. Bum, 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 bum. And again, first bit's just a little bit of mobility. And then we're going to move into some of the exercises. So coming to squats, hips back and down, knees track outwards. Your spine stays really long. Just ease into your range for the first time through. Don't worry about depth. Just get into it. Nice. Knees to floor, hands wide on the chest, push-ups. As always going to do it with knees on the floor, even if you can do them on your toes. It's just so it feels like a warm-up intensity. So that means if on the knees is what you normally do, then bring your knees in or come to an incline push-up. Perfect. Jump up onto your feet, alternating lunges with a twisting lunge back and twisting in towards your leg. Step in and switch your legs by arm twist. Make sure you are stepping straight back so your feet are hip width when you step in, hip width when you step back. Drop and then twisting towards your thigh. Star jumps. Jump your feet out together as your arms go up and down. If you need lower impact, stepping out and together, out and together. This is hopefully this is to raise the heart rate and elevate it a little bit more so we can get a little bit warmer and even more pumped and ready to go. Nice, perfect. We're going to warm up the shoulders again. So give a few seconds round. If you can, making the circles a little bit bigger. I say if you can, that's the goal. We're hoping to become more and more mobile as we get warmer so we can go a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper. Round 2 is finding our range. Alright, feet still go for an alternating side bend. Let's switch. And it doesn't matter kind of the shape of it on this one, as long as you're feeling it right here and here at the side of the body. I tend to find I feel up here more if I have a bent arm and more down here if I have a straight arm. So go, it feels good. Open and close the chest. So really get that dynamic stretch as you pull the hands back. Can you get the stretch of your back as you push the hands forward? So a little bit of movement again through the back of the body. Squats again. So round 2. Just blah, 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 blah. Just have to move a little bit slower. So go a little bit deeper into the squat. I'm so excited. Knees down, push-ups again, same deal. Go a little bit slower, go a little bit deeper into your push-up. So take your time, try and get your chest right in between the elbows. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together at the bottom and then kind of push away from one another at the top. Perfect. Alternating lunge with a twist. Lunge in your knee closer to the floor and then try and make your upper body move quite freely. So try not to be rigid in your movement, especially if you're feeling stiff. Bam. Nice. Star jumps. Jumping out together. And same thing, we're just trying to go a little bit bigger. So we're going to widen with the legs, longer with the arms. Maybe get the hands a little bit closer at the top. The bigger the movement, the more the muscle you work, the higher your heart rate should be getting. All right, perfect. Warm up the shoulders again. So if you can, a little bit bigger. You can run on the spot. You can stay in a little side step, whichever you want. I'm just hoping to get you really, really warm so you're ready for the workout. And by you, I mean us, me as well. Nice, perfect. Hold where you are. Side bends, side to side. So you might find you can go a little bit further. Oh, I love a side bend. God, I love stretching, love strength, I love exercise. Woohoo! Good job is my job. I've got a chest. This time, try and get bigger squeezes. Try and get bigger squeeze at the front and a squeeze at the back. Squeeze your chest, squeeze your back. As the heart rate, squats down and up. And maybe have a little pause at the bottom. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Check if your knees are collapsing inwards and drive them outwards. That creates a space for you to sit down low into the squat. Knees down, push-ups. Take your time. Same thing, maybe a pause at the bottom before you push back up. So you feel a little bit more tension loading into your chest. Chest, arms, shoulders, abs. Nice. On your feet. Or sitting lunges with a twist. Lunge, and this time see if you can get your knee to hover over the floor. So really close to the floor before you twist. Lunge. Twist. The lower you go, the more muscle you work, the stronger we're going to get, especially when we add load. Star jumps. See if you can go bigger and maybe a little bit faster. So approaching the end of the warm-up, we've got one little pulse raiser to finish. Then we're picking up the weights and there's not really going to be much more cardio. Now we're done. Nice butt kicks. Oh my God, that's keen. That was keen. I was so keen with butt kicks as I normally do. Oh, yeah, there's no cardio in this one over YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Grab yourself some water. Grab your weights. Again, if you've got a selection of weights you can use and go lighter to heavier, then do. I'm actually just going to stick with a medium dumbbell for this whole thing. Because I am. Most of it, I'd be saying, is fine with a medium dumbbell. So first we're going to work is the bicep curl into shoulder press. So, hammer curl. So we're going to have the dumbbells by our side, curl up to the shoulders, press to the ceiling, come down and curl down. So grab your weights, palms face your thighs, you're curling up to the shoulders, pressing up to the ceiling, coming back down to the shoulders, elbows tuck in next to your ribs, and you curl down. So the hammer curl, your elbows are underneath the shoulders, then they go forward and up. Come back down, tuck them underneath the shoulders before you curl down. So that way you're isolating the bicep or the bicep curl, isolating the shoulders, and then the biceps again. So you'll find you'll be tempted to take the elbows really out forward. You go here and then push them away from you and swing the dumbbells down, but we're in control all the way up and the way down. If you find your weight is too much, do alternate arms, or you can do one dumbbell and do the same move, curl, press, catch and curl down. Nice, perfect. Right, so this is one, if you want to grab a heavier weight, grab a heavier weight. We're going to front rack the weight, so that means you're going to rest the weight onto the shoulders, lift the elbows up. We do one squat, then lunge your right leg back, step in, lunge your left leg back, and then repeat again with the squat. So your squat, you want your feet a little bit wider than your hips. The lunge, feet hip width, lunge, feet hip width. And you're looking for the same range that you just found in the warm-up. However, you should now have weight on it. And if it's too much weight, same thing again. You get rid of one dumbbell and do the same thing again. One squat, and then lunging right and lunging left. As you step back to the lunge, shift your weight into your front leg. That's the thing that's going to balance you to step you back and stand you up. Try not to land on the back leg and shift backwards or you'll be really wobbly. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Yeah, perfect. Right, coming down to the floor, just flying lat pull over. So we're going wide and then over the head. I tilt this down slightly. Oh, I need to sit on my dumbbells. So lie down on your back, open arms really wide. Your elbows can come down to touch the floor. Then you close the dumbbells, press them in towards one another, and go for a pull over, lat pull over, so that goes over your head. So keeping the dumbbells in line with your chest for the chest fly, and the lat pull over, moving the dumbbells way overhead. Same thing again, if this is a little bit too much, instead of the chest fly, you can do a single plate chest press. So just bring the one dumbbell down towards the chest and up, and the one dumbbell over your head and back again. It might even be that you need to reduce your range, particularly on the lat pull over. This is the one that's really tough and challenging on your shoulders as well. But you should be feeling your chest, and then your abs, your lats, and your shoulders. Nice, perfect. So you're going to keep one dumbbell or two. We do one sit up into one hip bridge. So it's now abs into ass. Move your feet a little bit further away from your bum. Keep the weight close to you. Go for a sit up. Roll your way down and then just lift your hips up and lower the hips down. So curling up with the weight really close to you and down. Lift your hips up and lower the hips down. You might be tempted to move your heels in closer for the hip bridge. Just keep them as they are. So rather than scoot them in, just keep them as they are. That's going to target your hamstrings as well as your bum. Exact same principles apply. If you want to use the one dumbbell, then do. Get rid of one dumbbell, curling up, rolling down, lifting your hips up and lowering down. If you struggle with a dumbbell, get rid of it. And maybe it's just a crunch and a hip bridge. Then a crunch and a hip bridge. So make it work for you as long as we're feeling your abs and then your bum. That's perfect. Right, coming up off the floor. You're going to need one dumbbell. We're going to do a burpee, and then in the burpee, we're going to pull the dumbbell up, switch hands, and then the other arm. So, dumbbell between your feet. Jump or step back to a plank, feet wider than normal. Pull one hand up towards the hip, dumbbell down, switch, dumbbell down, jump or step in, jump or stand up. So you can step that out if you need. If you need to, you can pop your knees down in the plank for the renegade row, and then knees off to step back into squat, and you can stand up. So you can jump this out, you can step it out, you can be on knees, or you can be on toes. You're looking for a solid plank, even when you're rowing, because your hips are going to try and go wee and open out into a side plank, and that's where you're really training your core. So you're lifting one hand with a weight off, you're resisting the urge to pull your body and pulling it in the reverse way than you want to. Your core's going to get really strong from that. Nearly there, and then you get a break. Nice. Perfect. Have a little break, have a little shake, have a little sip of water. That's it. So again, if you're lucky enough to have a selection of weights, how did it feel? You got 2 more rounds of that. Do you want to go lighter? Do you want to go heavier? The goal that we want to feel at the end is kind of fatigue, but not failure. Round 3, maybe we find a bit of failure. Round 2, it's just fatigue. The muscles are tired, but you can still complete the reps with strict technique. So we've had a little sip, we had a little shake. Get down tonight. Pick up your bells. You've only got 5 seconds to go. 1 or 2. Bicep curl. Curl up. Shoulder press. Up, down, and curl down. The only thing that moves is the arms. So that means we're not swinging the hips to help the dumbbell come up, bending the legs, or arching the back or thrusting the hips forward. So you're really got to try and just sharpen the knees, lock in the belly to keep your body super stable, to just move the arms. And particularly as the weight goes overhead, you need to brace really strong. So you're trying to prevent your ribs from flaring out at the top and arching back, but bring your ribs, your rib cage down towards your hip bones. Ribs and hips as close towards one another as you can. Yeah, perfect. Have a little dumbbell break if you need. Go heavier if you want or can. And front back your weight. Squat, lunge, and lunge. Squat, one squat, and 2 reverse lunges. Take your time. Don't erase the reps. Get the depth. Get the stability because it's quite a lot of moving with a weight. Check that your knees track out slightly in the squat and in the lunge. So if you look at my knees here, this is not a strong position. It's what I tend to see. And similarly, I tend to see one behind the other like this, kind of really wobbly. So make sure it's hip width apart and the knees push down. Look how much more stable that looks. Lunge and lunge, squat, lunge and lunge. Target for the squat is trying to get the thighs roughly parallel to the floor. And same again for the lunge. Coming down to the floor, so the lighter weight. If you need it, one chest fly, one lat pull over. The longer your arms, the more challenging it is. So lying down on your back. Open your arms wide. Press the dumbbells together and then over the head. And then up. So it might be the elbows don't touch the floor, that's fine. That's just the full range that you're working towards. And what you should be feeling is a massive pull on your chest here as you take the weights away. A squeeze of your chest. And it's pulling on your abs and your lats. Your lats are like the side bit below of your back, kind of where the bra line is, down at here. And then a squeeze. So you give every exercise, you get a stretch and then a contraction. Stretch and then a contraction. Let this feel. How smooth can you move? Yeah, perfect. Have a little break. One dumbbell or 2, one sit up, one hip bridge. Again, you'll need to move your feet slightly further away from you. So roughly 90 degrees at the knees. One sit up, one hip bridge, hips just lift off the floor, and then lower down. Trying to make it, again, as smooth as you can on the way up. Trying to roll down through your spine on the way down. Have a little pause at the top of the hip bridge and resist to lower. If you are finding you cannot get to a full sit, that's fine. Just come up as far as you can manage. You'll still get your abs and then go for the hips there. So get the abs, come up as far as you can, and then the butt, bam. And if you've got the weight, try and keep it really close to your body or even in contact with your body. So the goal is it's weighing you down. It's weighing you down. You're pushing an extra, whatever weight you're holding, up. Yes, nice, perfect. Right, going to do a burpee. And this time when we're in plank, we're going to pull the dumbbell with the right hand to the right and then the left hand to the left. So put the dumbbell to the left side of you. Hands down, jump or step to plank. Then the right hand pulls the dumbbell to the right. Place the hand down. The left hand pulls the dumbbell to the left. Place the hand down. Jump or step in. Jump or stand up. Again, you can step back. You can pop your knees down as you pull. And as you pull, still aiming for a solid squat, a solid plank. So squatting to burpee down. Your plank, the knees or toes, doesn't matter which variation, but try not to rotate and open as you pull. So So resisting and resisting. Yeah, nice. Oh, yeah. So as soon as you take the right hand off, you're going to pull your right hip down towards the floor and reverse it with the left. Keeping the shoulders over the wrist. Jumping or stepping. Oh, shit. Nice. Have a break. Round 3 incoming. Do I have time to change my hair tie? I'll find out. So no changes again apart from the variation to the burpee. Which one was easier? Renegade row or plank pull? I like them both. Do you need to change your weights? Round 3, what you're hoping for is the point of fatigue. You might even need to put your dumbbells down at one point. That's fine. I'd rather be taking breaks than bad technique. So, weights up. Lock in. Curl, press, down and down. And if you're finding you've got a weight that isn't challenging for you, I'll be honest, I could go heavier. I don't know why I didn't. Total laziness in terms of getting it out. Oh, that's poor, isn't it? So you've got 2 ways to make it harder. You can move slower and slower, or you can really kind of like pump out the reps. So a little bit faster, more reps in the same time to get more load in the muscles. You pick. I'm happy if you need to take a break, but aiming for fatigue to the point where you might need a break, to the point that you don't want to do another round, which I know a bit cocky there, but definitely don't know. Still trying to get a full straight arm at the bottom. Come on, how many reps can you squeeze in? How few reps can you squeeze in the last 5 seconds? Bam, bam, and bam. Squat lunge right and squat lunge left. Front rack, which you'll find this still works the biceps as well. Find your squat, find your lunge, and then find your lunge at the leg with the stability. Do you see when I go side on how my hips push back a little bit? My hips push back a little bit. I got just a slight tip forward to my front leg. That's what a split lunge is. It's also got a split squat, and it kind of looks like a squat. It's just that one leg is behind you. So it's not about both legs, it's about one. Now, how do you need to intensify? Is it by improving your range? Is it by going a little bit slower? Or do you just start to really pump out your reps? My preference is always slower. So I'm kind of forcing myself today. Since I've admitted I picked up a lighter weight than I can manage, I'm instead going for speed, which is what makes me uncomfortable. Bam. Squat. Noise. Coming down the floor, chest fly, lat pull over. Dumbbell space. Going wide and going over. Oh, I've got to catch my breath. Check as you're fatiguing that on the fly, you're still keeping the weights in line with your chest. I often see them go way up over the head, which is actually harder. So keep it a little bit lower in line with your chest muscles. Your chest muscles are big. They can handle it. You might need to, if you're fatiguing through the shoulders, not go quite as far in your lat pullover. That is completely okay. The lat pullover is quite a fickle, tricky one on the shoulders, so don't force it if you feel shoulder pain. Are you still bracing? Final 10 seconds to go. I love the fly. I love that feel. Perfect. Sit up and hip bridge. So just rest the dumbbells down onto your chest, dumbbell or dumbbells. Take feet a little bit further away, take your chin, curling up. And then lifting the hips up. Really trying to get as much control as you can on the sit up and maximum squeeze as you can on the butt. So the weight is technically not on the hips, but the hip bridge. And it could be, it's just a bit faffy. So really instead, just go for clenching your bum so hard Look, you're picking up a winning lottery ticket between your butt cheeks, and there's someone else behind you that's like, no, I want it more. But you have to want it more than that. So really clench your butt cheeks on the hip bridge. And then stamp your feet down into the floor like you're trying to make a dent in your floor. And tired. Final 10 seconds. Oh, what's the burpee variation? Oh, nice, coming up. So this time we're doing a burpee, and then you're going to open the arm up into a side plank, come down, and then switch. Your feet will need to stagger like this, come through the middle, and then stagger the other way. So hit your burpee, jumping or stepping back. The dumbbells between your hands. Pick up the weight in your right hand. Drop your heels towards the floor and reach up to the ceiling, stacking shoulders and hips. Coming down, other side, lift, and come down, in and up. If that is too much with the weight, do just your body weight. If you want to step it out and then pop your knee down, pop your left knee down, lift the weight, your right leg stays up so it can pivot and over the side plank. Come through to both knees, lift the left knee off, over the side plank, and then come down. But all the other ones we've been resisting the twisting, and this time we fully are twisting. So from the hips to the floor, hips up to the side. So your feet, again, they will need to go fully down to one side and up. Try not to keep the heels pointing up to the ceiling. Got 5 seconds, see if you get one more in. All my OCD means I've got to do it. I started it, I did chat through that though. Cool, right, our finisher. All those burpee variations we're going to do. So we're going to do a burpee, row right, row left, in and up. Go down and up, plank, pull right, pull left, in and up, plank, sorry, burpee, side plank. I'll just quickly show you the full sequence. So you go down and back, renegade row right, renegade row left, burpee in, burpee up. Go again, left hand pulls left, right hand pulls right, burpee in, burpee up, coming down, side plank, right and left, right. Here we go. Join me. It is 2 minutes, as many times through that sequence as you can. You're burping in between each one. One is a row, hit square, burpee in and up. Next one you pull, right hand pulls right, left hand pulls right, left, in and up. And the next one, you pull up and you twist to the side plank. You twist to the side plank, go in and up. It's 2 minutes, it is your finisher. On the core bit side, we're still looking for the control, pinning of the hips, and then your entire body moving as one unit to plank, and back to plank, side plank, and back to regular plank. This move is really full body, so even if you go at quite a casual pace, you're still going to elevate your heart rate quite a lot. You are 45 seconds in, 1 minute 15 to go, and you're completely done. You've done all of these, so you absolutely know the options if you need to pop down on knees at any stage. If you need to kind of use your body weight, like no dumbbell at any stage. It's your workout. You want to feel fatigue, and you want to feel success. So when you get to the end and think, whoa, that was the best I could have done, including technique. And the best you do today isn't always the best you do every day. So if you are having a tired day, then don't worry about it. Just survive the end of the workout. You've only got 30 seconds to go. If you're having a great day, then let's see it show off in this final 30 seconds. Bam, bam. Standing plank. Oh, full body strength. Lots of core work. 15 seconds to go. Hey, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit. Check out that sweat. Relax, keep your feet moving a little bit. Stretch your shoulders. How is your heart rate? We didn't run. We didn't technically do cardio. We have done cardio and the heart rate should still be feeling high because you've got so many muscle groups at the same time. So breathe, move your feet. If you finish on the floor, get off the floor. We're moving while the heart rate starts to come down. Switch your arms. Na, 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 na. Try and lengthen your in-breath. And then even slower with the out-breath. So you have to go even slower again with the next in-breath, even more full. And you're going to help assist your heart rate coming closer down to normal. Yeah, nice. Stretch your back, link your fingers, tuck your chin around your back. And then here, also just lift your right elbow and your right armpit up to the ceiling. So the lats, that's going to get you down into the side. Hold it as you also push your hands forward. And then just switch sides. Left elbow, left armpit up towards the ceiling. Push your hands forward at the same time. Rounding, rounding, rounding. Perfect. And now open your chest. Hands on the lower back. Roll back the shoulders and squeeze your elbows in. Or lace your fingers behind. If you struggle to feel it in your chest, feel free to go between a door frame maybe and pull your hands partly forward. You're looking for the stretch right across here. Whatever gives you the stretch. Bit pingu. Nice, perfect. Stretch your quads, so find your balance. Pick up one foot, pull the heel towards the butt. Knees together if you can. And as you pull the heel up, push your hips forward. So feel the stretch all the way in the top of the hip, all the way down to your knee. If you need to hold on for balance, do. Got plenty of workouts we can work on the balance, but for now the focus is the stretch. How do we feel? Switch. Just a casual half-hour workout, but did everything. Biceps, shoulders in the first one. Did quads and butt, and also back and core in the squats and lunges. You did your chest and your back and your lats and shoulders and the pullovers. Did your abs and your ass. And the sit-ups, and then your full body again in all the burpee variations. Now stretch your bum. Now you can do it standing up, cross your ankle over, push your hips back if you've got a balance, or feel free to just go on the floor and stretch your bum anywhere there. So maybe lying on your back and mimicking the same move, just reaching through to pull the leg towards you, like this. Bam. Cross the ankle over, pull the thigh in. How's heart rate now? How many your heart rate? Have you done that for like practicing the breathing? Heart rate should be closer to normal. You should hopefully be getting that little post-workout high. Switch your legs. Switch the legs across the ankle over. Relax the knee down. Push your hips back or pull your thigh towards you if you're on the floor. Post-workout buzz. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Na 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 yeah. Na 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 na. And we're done. And we are done. Or have a little shake of your whole body, little twist side to side. You did amazing. Make sure you give yourself that little round of applause, you big old pat on the back. You did so well, I'm sure of it, because I know if you got to this point, you got through. So well, there's no way you just stood and watched me. So well done for getting through the workout. As always, if you've got any feedback on the workout, let me know. If you've got any questions about any of the moves or anything else, let me know. Just any feedback. Let me know. My name is Helen. See you soon for the next workout. Well done.